circles her genitals around and around. Okay. This is deeply problematic on a number of levels. Number one.
Oh my gosh, what was supposed to be a sweet, wholesome birthday moment turned into an absolute disaster for Meghan Markle. On her 44th birthday, Meghan dropped this super stylized video of her twirling and dancing in her picture-perfect California backyard with her kids. You'd think people would find it touching, right? Wrong. Instead of warming hearts, the video blew up into a full-blown media circus, and not in a good way. Critics from all over the royal watching world came out swinging. What was meant to be a carefree mom rebrand turned into, well, a PR horror show. People are calling it awkward, totally forced, and so self-absorbed that it actually dethroned her infamous pregnancy TV moment as her worst publicity stunt ever. Yep, that bad.
We don't like you, Meghan Markle. We don't like you. And no amount of posting videos that you think are going to humanize you will make us like you. You've already shown us your true colors. We know who you are.
And then came the heavy hitters. Lady Colin Campbell? Oh, she did not hold back. She called it, brace yourself on a sad cry for relevance. And Tom Bauer, even more brutal. He said it was nothing short of a catastrophic collapse of dignity. Ouch. Lady C, who's never been known to sugarcoat anything, went in on Meghan. She claimed the whole thing looked more like a desperate performance than actual parenting. Meghan's dance? According to Lady C, it was wild, awkward, and completely lacking in sincerity. She said it was choreographed not for joy, but for attention, for sympathy. You could practically feel the secondhand embarrassment.
Give two shits about calling the royal family racist while Prince Philip was on his deathbed and casting aspersions on him. You have completely undermined all the amazing gifts that this family...
And get this, it wasn't even about the kids. That's what Lady C said. She believed it was Meghan stealing the camera as always. Her conclusion? Classic Meghan PR stunt. But this one? Poorly done. Just a mess. Tom Bauer, who's written books digging deep into Meghan's past, had his own take. And it's scorching. He compared this whole thing to her cringe-inducing pregnancy dance on live TV. That should have been a lesson in restraint. But according to Bauer, Meghan never learns because she thinks she's never wrong. He pointed out how obsessed she looked with the lighting, the angles, the framing, everything except her children. It was more like she was filming a lifestyle ad than having a birthday moment. It was about the optics, not the motherhood.
We're not big on royalty. She's reportedly bullied virtually everybody who's ever worked for her. She can't keep a staff in London. She can't keep a staff in Montecito. She's a bully. She's obsessed with her own ego, face on television, etc. And
you could see it. The whole video just screamed Instagram emotion and scripted sincerity. It was so overproduced. Viewers picked up on it right away. From the drone shots to the stylized filters to the obviously choreographed moves. People said it looked like a polished promo for some wellness brand, not a mom celebrating her birthday with her kids.
Of marriage and childbirth. You know, there are some moments that are supposed to be between a husband and a wife only. And the moments before you give birth to your child is one of them.
One royal commentator nailed it. We've seen real royal moms interacting with their kids. This was an infomercial for Meghan's personal brand. Even some of her fans had to admit it felt off. Was this really necessary? Was it wise? The loudest takeaway across social media and media outlets? This video wasn't about celebrating her children.
Tom, do you think Harry and Meghan are fast learning what they signed away when they took this Netflix big moolah? And I would say they signed away their credibility and their dignity.
Well, that's our view, but it's not theirs. They need the money, and they need it now more than ever because they've got no other source of income. So I think they're just...
It was about exploiting them. Yes, that's what both Lady C and Tom Bauer said. They called Meghan out for using her children as props, accessories for her image. According to Lady C, Meghan's need to be adored has completely overpowered any real sense of motherhood. She flat out said it was disgraceful, that no loving mother who valued her child's dignity would put out something so staged. This wasn't bonding, it was branding. A reality TV host even joked that even reality stars have more boundaries when it comes to their kids. And here's the kicker, if Meghan's team thought this would win hearts back, total backfire. Within 24 hours, public sentiment tanked. Polls showed people were calling it cringe, desperate, and fake. Oof. Even mainstream outlets like The Telegraph and The Times raised eyebrows at the way the children were used. Meghan, already seen by many as controlling and obsessed with image, just cemented that view even further.
Stuck with the devil now. They're tied to Netflix, they're tied to their book, and all the criticism they're going to take means nothing because that's the only way they can earn their money.
Very interesting, actually. I don't know if you saw this from Tina Brown, who was, of course, one of the last people to see Diana before her death. She said the Duke and the Duchess...
And if you thought that was bad, wait for this bombshell. Tom Bower went even further. He didn't just call the video awkward or staged. He questioned if the kids in the video were even Meghan's real children. Yep, he went there. In an interview that shook up the UK press, Bower bluntly asked, "Are we even sure those are her real kids?" He pointed to how their faces were always hidden, filmed from the back, covered in shadows, blurred. Always the same trick. No clear shots, ever. His theory, Meghan might have used stand-in child actors again, all for birthday clout, and guess what? Lady C backed him up. She didn't flinch.
Just a pour by Hollywood standards. This was at the Henley Literary Festival, and she branded the couple D-list celebrities and said in Montecito their $14 million mansion is a humble cottage compared to what these other people have. And she added, at some point it might be more than a new house she's looking for. Elon Musk is still single. That's all I have to say. So
you don't need a psychology degree to see what's going on here, she said on her YouTube channel. Lady C didn't just think this was a bad video, she believed it was emotionally manipulative. Full stop. She said Meghan has built a whole cult around victimhood and now she's using her mom image to sell it. It wasn't just fake, she said, it was hollow. She claimed Meghan's trying to shove this narrative of warm, noble motherhood down everyone's throat, but no one's buying it. And those kids, they're not props. But according to Lady C, that's exactly how Meghan's treating them. She even brought up a very valid question. Why have we never seen these kids in a live public setting where their identity can actually be confirmed? And here's the twist. The backlash wasn't just in the UK.
do you agree with Tina Brown that there is a huge financial motivation behind what Meghan does? Obviously, you've written this book, Revenge, about her so recently, of course.
Well, of course, that has always been her motive. She's money obsessed and always has been. And that is why she married Prince Harry.
Across the pond, the U.S. media was watching too, and they didn't hold back either. TMZ, Page 6, and even The View jumped on the bandwagon. One American commentator said it plain, "We've got reality stars in America who are more transparent than Meghan Markle." The message was loud and clear. If Meghan is going to sell herself as the image of modern motherhood, then people want to see the real thing. No more hazy filters, no more half faces or mysterious silhouettes. A former Hollywood publicist ripped into the video saying it looked like a failed ad campaign, not an intimate birthday moment. This isn't how stars build trust, they said. This is how they lose it. And behind closed doors? Oh, the tension was rising fast. Insiders from royal circles were whispering that Buckingham Palace was not amused. The fact that Meghan involved royal-adjacent children in a self-produced, heavily staged video, that felt like she was trying to hijack royal imagery. Again, palace eyebrows were definitely raised. An anonymous royal source reportedly said, "They've tolerated her media games, but pulling the children into it while still trading on the royal name? That's crossing a line." The palace didn't release any official statement, of course, but commentators across the board believe the pressure is building. Inside royal ranks, there's a growing push to crack down, especially when Harry and Meghan use their titles to boost stunts like this. This wasn't just tone deaf. It was viewed as manipulative, calculated, and reckless.
Surprise and disappointment was to discover that Prince Harry had very little money. She imagined he'd be worth hundreds of millions, if not billions. And she's having to make up for it now. And that's why I think, I think Tina is a great journalist, and perhaps she has inside information. I don't see how the Sussexes can give up both the Netflix and the book.
But here's where it really explodes. The backlash wasn't just from the media, it came from the public, and it came hard. Social media absolutely detonated. X, formerly Twitter, was on fire with people questioning the legitimacy of the children in the video. Thousands of comments flooded in. A trending hashtag took over the platform. #show us the kids. People were done with the inconsistencies. They weren't demanding access for entertainment. They wanted answers. Why hide the kids' faces every single time? Why use shadows and silhouettes if it's supposed to be a personal, heartwarming video? One post summed it up best. You can't preach privacy and then drop a PR bomb with mystery kids just to get attention. It's either real or fake. Pick a side, Meghan. That was the shift. This wasn't about protecting children anymore. This was about trust. And Meghan, she was losing it fast. In just 24 hours, her big birthday surprise crumbled into a full-blown PR nightmare. What she hoped would be seen as a soft, motherly, elegant moment turned into accusations of child exploitation, fake footage, emotional manipulation, even rumors of body doubles for the kids. Let that sink in.
Deal. They won't be living in a Montecito cottage. Be more likely living somewhere in downtown LA, in a little hovel. That's their problem. They're stuck now. But, the truth is about them that the only way I can conceive of Harry getting out of it now is if Charles would bail him out. Somehow.
And of course, Lady C and Tom Bower weren't done. Oh no, they ramped it up. Lady C accused Meghan of underestimating just how fed up the public is. She said Meghan's attempt to appear relatable only reopened old wounds. Wounds tied to her children's elusive presence, her constant image crafting, and the way she uses emotion like a weapon. But here's the most chilling part. Meghan went silent. No response. No behind-the-scenes clips. No new pictures. Nothing to validate the video's authenticity. The more the questions piled up, the more she vanished into the background. That silence? It was deafening, and it spoke volumes. Critics said this was classic Meghan. Every time a credibility crisis hits, she retreats. No clarifications, no transparency, just radio silence. Some are calling it the final nail in the coffin of public trust. And now, even Meghan's most loyal defenders are starting to squirm. Whether Meghan realizes the damage she's done or whether she even cares is anyone's guess. But one thing's for sure, she lit the match herself, and now she's watching it all burn in silence.